Good morning and welcome to the problem of being awake. The world is just going nuts. It's completely, I'm just going to say bonkers. I think that's acceptable. I could say a million things, but I think bonkers is fine. The Scottish police have come out and said within 36 days they'll be spending more time on chasing down non-crime hate incidents than they are going to be able to spend time on all other crimes put together. So let's list crimes, and I'm not a criminal lawyer, so I'm just going to go on my basic knowledge as a citizen. So crimes: burglary, assault, obviously rape, murder, physical abuse, child abuse, and then we've got pretty much every infraction of the law that should be prosecuted won't even be looked into. So if your house is burgled, you won't get a policeman because they're busy looking into somebody who said something on Twitter, which they know they can't prosecute them for, but they've had to promise to do it anyway. Now, they're spending money on overtime, huge amounts, to give the police the opportunity to run down these crimes. I mean, Christ, I'm guilty. I know that. Like, I'm guilty of speaking my mind about sense. But in Scotland, that's a crime. People call me I get everything, Nazi, far right. I was a central liberalist till people came in and started talking a load of bollocks in that place. And I was like, right, okay, I'm taking a step away from you. And and then more and more, and I just went, all right, no, I'm not. I'm going to actually talk bollocks back at you. So, I can't understand how Hamza Useless, as they call him, is going to get out of this one, because most of the hate crimes reports are against him. He's ruled himself out of prosecution, therefore he's ruled everybody out of prosecution. So why continue the facade? And I want to just highlight that they're spending more money. I hope it's not out of any UK budget, because then I'll be pissed off. Because we don't want our money spent that way. If it's Scottish parliamentary money, well, they can do what they want because they're a bit of they're a woke fascist breeding country. And yet, it's me who gets called Hitler, and because I want everybody to just have the freedom of speech and be able to do what they want in their private life. And that's obviously what Hitler wanted. He wanted to conquer the world and then let everybody say and do whatever they wanted. What I do think is slightly problematic is the cash, because we're not only recruiting, or they're not only recruiting more police in Scotland to deal with this specific act, but it was so badly placed because the WPATH files, because this is a trans act really, and the reason you can see that is there's exceptions for all the other protected categories, but there's no exceptions under the transgender category. So you've got to see it as a transgender bill. Scotland is Europe's UK, Europe's and the UK's obviously transgender capital, where everyone's gone nuts. Offence is not something; it's not a crime. If you listen to me and you don't like what I'm saying, turn me off. That's what I do. I do, as part of my job, I have to watch things, YouTube things. If I don't like them, I choose something else. I don't make a point of watching them to the end so I can make nasty comments. And by the way, just 85% of all comments received online are just actually generated by AI robots. But I've been called everything under the sun. I've been called Hitler. I got called Castro. I've had Stalin. I've had Chairman Mao. I'm like, hold on. If you read my videos, I talk about how evil these people were and how that's the way the world is going. So how I get lumbered with those kind of insults or comparative slurs. What I have in common with Hitler is, I mean, he's got darker hair than me. I suppose I'm a good orator. Is that a crime? Not yet, but wait, it will be. I think it's see, if they get what they wish, freedom of speech will mean the end of speech eventually. Already literacy is has been dropping off a cliff for 10 years, like crashing. Mathematics and sciences too, but literacy is the one I'm most concerned about, because I've done the figures, and within 5 generations, children or adults even, the world won't have enough vocabulary to make talking a worthwhile exercise. So we started with cave drawings, and then drawings with pictures, and then some words with pictures. And you'll notice now most people like some words with pictures or videos. So they can't engage in words properly. They need other sources of inspiration, which means that they're lacking in the ability to really take in any part of the culture that they're so desperately hateful of, yet they haven't got an idea of a single piece of it, really, except the airheaded, washed-up communist view that they've been taught at schools. And the police are now running around. Somebody was recently investigated for a review they left about a tomato puree product. That is not good use of police crime. I can't think of anything that could be a less proper use of police time than tomato puree. If you don't like the review, don't ask for one. That's first. And if you ask for one and you don't like the results, that's fine. You have to accept bad reviews if you ask for them, or have the facility for people to give them. You can't just pick and choose, and you certainly can't report someone for a hate crime for a review about tomato puree, because I don't think tomato puree was offended. Call me crazy, but I don't think it was. Anyway, I'll leave this there. Scotland's gone mad. England's getting a bit more sensible in the last 2 days. Let's see if that continues. And just remember that within 36 days, Scotland's police will be spending more time policing non-crime hate incidents than they will every other crime that exists in their criminal structure. So good on Hamza Yusuf. Destroyed his country. Won't get re-elected. That seems to be what politicians do these days. They come in, destroy the country, don't get re-elected, and bugger off, and that's it. I've got a load of baggage, but I'm quite happy to admit it, and I'd be quite happy to be Prime Minister for a while, because I would use common sense and not nonsense. That would be my way of dealing with things. Just common sense. That's all we need. Anyway, I'll leave it there. If you like the video, please do subscribe and share. It does really help. If you didn't, you've already gone. So have a good day.